Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be explaining to you what it's been like for me as a YouTuber in my first month. And I'm going to be basically mentioning a few bits and pieces of information, like what exactly my channel is about, some information with regards to that. I'm going to be sharing some analytics as well from the first few videos I released in my first month. And also I'm going to be talking about some tips that I actually found out from some of the biggest YouTube personalities that are around right now. And I'm also going to be talking a little bit about some of the things that might or might not change in my channel, things that I might be hoping to implement in the future, and a little bit more. All right. So the name of my channel is Game Akuma, and basically Game Akuma means game demon, and Akuma is Japanese for demon. And although I did mean for my YouTube channel to actually target the whole gaming niche, I actually thought about it carefully, and currently I can't really do much recordings on my gaming laptop because I've had some trouble with my graphics card. I have a GTX 1060 6GB GDDR5, and it's been giving me some trouble recently, and I haven't really been able to maintain a good performance level for my game whilst recording with a high quality as well. I can't even do a decent recording in 720 pixel either. It's really bad. My FPS lags, there are audio blotches as well, so it's pretty difficult for me to do some really good game recordings with the hardware problems I'm facing right now. But there are certain games that don't really require a lot of performance per se, and those ones of course I've actually been able to play while maintaining recording, but those aren't really the games that I've really wanted to record. For example, I actually wanted to do some recordings of FIFA 19 because I rarely see PC versions of FIFA 19 being recorded these days. And I was actually quite interested in making these videos, but sadly it just didn't work out. And it actually, during the first half of the game I played, I always have 5 minutes per half, and during the first half it turns out pretty okay. The video and audio are pretty good, but then once the second half kicks in, I do experience quite a lot of problems. The FPS lags, and there are problems with the audio as well. So because of that, I decided to drop FIFA 19 and probably try some different games as well. Still exploring that little bit here. I've actually noted down about 4 to 5 games that I can still do some decent recordings of whilst playing. So I will be hoping to do some recordings of that in the future, very near future, and I might be including some of my friends in the recordings as well. So I'll basically be streaming it to them via one of the video conference applications that are available, Google Meet or Zoom, and sharing the screen with them and playing the games with them so that I can get their reactions and so on and so forth. So basically I'm going to be hoping to include an audience like that whenever I can. So that's basically what my channel is about, but I've actually thought about exploring some additional parts as well that I can actually do, because as much as I would really love to restrict myself to one particular niche, it's kind of difficult to do that considering the additional ideas that I've been having for videos that I can make. And that's the whole reason why I actually released a tutorial in Unreal Engine. And actually, let's just head over to the channel. I'm just gonna open up the channel in a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that be for the time being. But yeah, so I created an Unreal Engine tutorial, and I also created a tutorial using Microsoft PowerPoint to how I created my intro video for YouTube. And so I actually did like making those videos as well, because it was quite educational and it's something that I'm comfortable with and something I'm really good at. So I really don't think limiting myself to one particular niche, most of the time it's okay, but I think there are those random moments where I think I should actually go ahead and create something away from my niche, just to get a breath of fresh air, if that makes any sense. Because I think me sticking to my niche over and over again is just gonna make me sick of it, probably, considering the fact that I'm not really able to do that many recordings of games on my laptop right now because of my hardware problems. So I think I really have come to question my niche in terms of that, because of my hardware issues, and also because of that I've had to do mobile game recordings, and you guys have already seen most of my content has really been Real Racing 3 so far. And while it actually has attracted some interest, it really hasn't shot up my views. So I'm still yet to get it to release a video that will get me more than 1,000 views. So I'm hoping that it'll come sometime soon. I really don't know when it'll be coming. So because of that, I think restricting yourself to one particular niche all the time is not going to be a healthy thing for your channel or for you, probably. It's just something that I feel right now. So I think I'm probably going to stick by that principle and see whether or not it actually turns out to be a bad decision that I made. So, okay, in terms of other things that I wanted to mention, oh yeah, so why didn't I actually go ahead and start out a YouTube channel a long time ago? I never really had the idea. I mean, I would always check out YouTube for plenty of tutorials for the last 5-6 years, especially since I started my computer science degree. And although I have watched so many YouTube videos, I never really had the idea to go ahead and start creating videos on my own. And I wasn't really good at video editing, and I did actually start using video editors professionally only last year, and the first application I ever used was actually Premiere Pro, and it's actually been pretty good for me, and I actually did become quite interested in doing video editing using Premiere Pro. I've watched quite a lot of tutorials and learned some really basic stuff that really adds some really good quality for my videos, and it's been pretty good. And I think recording videos, I actually do enjoy creating videos and releasing them on YouTube. It's been pretty cool, and I'm quite surprised that I never really came up with this idea before. I think I would have had a really good head start by now for my channel, and I think I would be at a much better understanding about what direction I want my channel to head in. So that's basically about how it has been for me personally, and it's been a good feeling for me. And I think uh, after my first month was completed, I really didn't. I lost track of the channel for like 3 weeks, um, because I had some additional work that came up for me, and I wasn't really able to pay much attention to the channel and make a lot of videos. So I had to divert my attention back to my channel because I wanted to make sure that my channel becomes somewhat of a success. I'm trying to make whatever videos I can in the best way that I can. So yeah, that's basically how YouTube has been for me my first month. And moving on to some tips that I can give you guys, or other tips that I'm going to be sticking by for the foreseeable future. And by foreseeable future, I mean for my YouTube channel, and that's like 6 months before I might wind up changing things up. And so, first tip that comes to my mind is I don't really have a lot, just 2 or 3 that I really do want to stick by. And the first one is customized thumbnails. If you see each and every video on my channel, they all have customized thumbnails, and it's true that they haven't really been able to attract a lot of attention towards my videos, not a lot of views, but I think customized thumbnails really do help. For example, I am a big follower of Linus Tech Tips. He's got a great channel, and he creates some really, really awesome videos that really educational, to be honest. I mean, his video quality is awesome, and the way he makes puns, jokes whilst making the video, whilst the video continues, and the way he breaks down the separate sections, his videos are totally good. They're really good. But one of the standout things about his videos are their thumbnails. He has really simple but customized thumbnails. It's just basically, most of the time, it's just a picture of him reacting to whatever product that he's going to be reviewing or making a video about on that particular time. It's just basically a cutout of him pasted on the video, and the background is probably like a color gradient or something like that, something really simple, something very plain, and maybe a little bit of text or a couple of other objects in the background, and that's basically it. That's his customized thumbnail, and there's really nothing more special about that. And I actually really do like that approach, and he gets tons and tons of views. And obviously it's not just because of the customized thumbnails. He does have some really good content, and people really do love his videos, and he has a hell of a lot of subscribers. So I can understand it's not just the thumbnails, but I have a feeling that the thumbnails really do act as a convincing factor when it comes to attracting more and more interest towards your videos, and it just plays in the mind of the person who is looking at the thumbnail. Okay, I'm gonna click this, you know. That's basically how I got attracted to his channel in the first place. I remember seeing something about graphics cards, and at the time I was actually considering building my own PC. I still am, but that's something a lot more in the future, not anything that I'm going to be doing anytime soon. So yeah, during that time I actually saw one of his videos with regards to a graphics card, and he was holding a graphics card in his hand, and there was a really good reaction on his face, and that was just the thumbnail, but it still did the job. It got me to click the video. I wound up watching an advertisement which gave him his monetization cash right there, and I actually did like the video, and he got a view, so it's win-win. And second tip that I really did like is, I can't really remember who mentioned this, and it's don't start out by investing a lot on equipment. When you're starting out a YouTube channel, do not invest a lot on equipment. I actually have spent, just 3.5 US dollars, and that was on the stand that I'm using right now. I would take it and show it, but um, I'm using it right now. So yeah, it's just a miniature tripod. It's like this long, and it's flexible. It has flexible legs, so you can basically bend it and set it in any kind of position you want to make it a lot more easy for you to record from literally any angle. And I just spent 3.5 USD on that, and that's basically been it. Besides that, I use my phone for my webcam, the as webcam, because my laptop's webcam is not really that good. I am completely blacked out when I use my laptop's webcam, and I really don't have an external webcam or anything like that around, so I have to use my phone. And for audio, I use my earplugs. I've actually been considering buying one of those long, you know, audio inputs that a lot of other YouTubers use, and I know it's not that expensive, but I think I'm just gonna stick with this setup for the time being, until I actually see some kind of development take place in the channel. So that's one thing. And when you are starting out, I don't think it's actually a good idea to invest a lot of cash into your YouTube channel. Probably best to see after the first 3-4 months where exactly you stand with the channel, and if it's actually worth investing a little bit of money, maybe like $15 to $25, and get some stuff that you might actually use and need for the channel. Alright, so basically that's my second tip, and the third one that I can think of is about what you are making your videos for. So I saw this video recently, and this guy basically tells that not to make your videos on YouTube for the YouTube algorithm to find them and to place them across everybody else's home pages so that they can easily see your video and attract some attention to it. So no, don't aim to please the YouTube algorithm. Aim to please the people who are actually going to be watching your video. So even though you do go ahead and follow this policy that I'm telling you, you might not wind up getting as much views as you would, but I think in the end there will come a point where you'll actually be able to attract the right number of views that you have been wanting all the time, as long as you do continue making videos for your audience and not for the YouTube algorithm. So those are the best 3 tips that I've come across. I actually did watch a video of PewDiePie as well, and he doesn't really say much. He was pretty humble in that video. He said that he doesn't really have the right to tell people exactly what will go right for them and what will be wrong to do when starting out a YouTube channel. And then he just goes on to talk about his own experience and how he started out on YouTube. So I think these are the best 3 tips that I can pretty much give to any other person like me who is starting out with a YouTube channel. And I think we should just go ahead and check out some analytics from my first month of videos. Let's go ahead. Oh, I gotta start the recording. Alright, so we're here now, and I have my videos right here. I think, okay, so I have released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos so far, but I think the bottom two don't really apply anymore because they were more than a year ago. These were two projects that I did for my university courseworks, and I think my Grimm's Adventures gameplay trailer actually got some good views, but besides that, I think the videos that do apply for my first month come from this one. Yeah, these videos are the ones that apply. So I released 7 videos. Okay, I'm not gonna delete it. Okay, so I released 7 videos in my first 7 months. Sorry, my first 1 month as a YouTuber. I released 7 videos, and from them, the video that got the most amount of views was actually my first one, and I think mostly because I was promoting this video amongst my family members and friends, university friends, and colleagues, and so on. So because of that, I think those are mostly views from them, and that is the Devo, the Bugatti Devo. This was my yeah, video here. Okay, so yeah, I think that was basically it from that. And okay, so analytics, we'll check that out instead. Okay, so I'm gonna check my analytics for the last okay, so I started my YouTube channel on the 18th of May. So okay, I'm going to see if I can apply a custom one. Ah, nice. So I think I'm gonna have to select not, oh yeah, May 18th to June 18th. Apply. Okay, so in this next period, your channel got 1069 views, along with 18.8 watch time. Cool. So I think before I did actually start my channel professionally, I had about 14 subscribers, and with this 7.3 I had a total of 87 subscribers, and since then I've had 5 more subscribers. Sad. Alright, so basically during this period they highlight what are the top videos in this period. How is my Bugatti Devo video not highlighted here? Is it? Okay, maybe I didn't get that right. When did I release this video? Okay, I did release it on May 18th. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and customize it again and pick it from May 18th to June 18th again. But just to be safe, I'm just gonna go with May 17th. So it'll include all the videos. Great. So alright, so we have the, okay, Grimm's Adventures doesn't really apply here. Bugatti Devo, 48.8%, so that was the highest. Alright, so as you guys can see, my first video was the one that actually got me the most amount of views and likes and subscribers. So with time, it has begun to deteriorate, and I think, to be honest, I really didn't target the YouTube algorithm here, because I really saw a lot of people wanting to watch some videos on Real Vision 3, and it's not something that a lot of people have actually created videos about. There is a ton of videos, but just not as much as some of the other topics that I've been meaning to make gaming videos of. So I really did think I kind of had an opportunity here to increase my subscriber count and my view count. But I don't think it has really turned out in the way I expected it. So that is a little bit of a disappointment. And as you can see, after the first day or two, it dropped. And then after I released my second video, that was about the Ferrari, no, not the Ferrari, oh yeah, the Porsche 911 RSR. Got a little bit more views, dropped down again, picked up again with the next video's release. So it hasn't really been able to maintain a constant amount of attraction, at least for 3 days after each and every video was released. So that is not a really good sign for my channel so far, but I'm still starting out and I'm still learning, so I think it should be alright for me. And yeah, so let's basically see how it goes. And I've only released the one video for my second month, so I don't really think there's a necessity to see analytics for it, but let's just check it out. And last 7 days, oh no, okay, July. I think I released this video in July. Did I release this in July? Oh no, I did not release this in July. I released this custom. I released this on check and see since June 24th until now. How many views do I have? 102 views. Okay, that's fine too. Seems like some of my older videos have actually still gotten some views during this time, because I only have 82 views, not 82, sorry, 62 views for the new video that I released with PowerPoint. So it seems like I've gotten some views for other videos as well during this time. Oh, okay, so as you can see, okay, I don't think this is correct. I'm just gonna say see more. Here you go. So yeah, so the biggest percentage came from the new video, and then the second, oh okay, so the Unreal Engine video got some additional views, so that's pretty good. Okay, alright, so that's actually attracted some good interest during the time period, but obviously there's still a lot of work that I need to put into this. Okay, so that's basically just a little overview on what my analytics are for the time being. Yeah, so alright, so that's basically what the current situation of my YouTube channel is right now, and what I hope to do for the future is basically something tough for me to actually mention, because I'm not really sure exactly the right direction is for my YouTube channel, but I know that I'm definitely going to be taking whatever steps I possibly can to make sure the video goes in a good direction. And I think I am going to be hoping to make a lot more gaming videos, to be honest with you. That's something I really do love. Gaming and game development both. A solo game developer, I create games using Unreal Engine 4, and I recently got Unreal Engine 5 and a couple of other tools like Twinmotion, so I can actually test around and make some tutorials for you guys. I did make my standalone game, which is Grimm's Adventures. I haven't released it to the market or anything like that, but I have already created a game using Unreal Engine 4, and I do hope to continue, and I will be hoping to make tutorials on exactly how I created the game and do a whole start from scratch kind of like playlist where I'm going to be starting my whole game development journey from scratch just for you guys, so you guys can see exactly how you need to get started, especially when you're starting out as a solo game developer, because it's not something that a lot of people are very sure about what to do. But luckily, I had some really good guidance from two of my game main and game development related lecturers from my university. So because of that, I'm actually going to be hoping to make some really good content for you guys to follow up in that case. And I might come up with some stuff with regards to Alien Isolation, a revisit, if you would like to call it that, because it's obviously been about 7 years since I last played it. 7, 6, no, 8. 7 to 8 years since I last played it, so I'm gonna be hoping to make some revisit videos for that and some comparisons and so on and so forth. But I do have some really good ideas that I want to use in this, and I actually have more of them written down in my notebook. It's quite a lot in here, and I hope to be using all those ideas in the future. So basically, I hope that this video gave you guys a better insight on how you will have to change sometimes. Your YouTube channel might change sometimes depending on the content that you do, and obviously it's not something that's a problem. You shouldn't consider it a problem. I haven't really considered any of the changes that I've had to make to the channel as a problem. Consider it as something like a new opportunity to do content on something that is a lot more engaging and a lot more interesting, not just for your audience, for you as well, because you obviously need to enjoy the videos that you make. So I really do hope you guys actually gain some kind of insight on how it's going to be like for you as well when you start out your YouTube channel. And let's see how well my YouTube channel prospers as well. Gotta see how that goes. A big thanks to all my viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I'll be hoping to release another video on a surprise product, actually. Probably next week or maybe before the end of this week, and a lot more videos before the end of this month, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Can't really. And never mind. Okay, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Hit the subscribe button and do like the video. If you do have any comments that you would like to share, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. I will take a look at them. I don't really have a lot of comments to look at, so I should definitely be able to look at them. I'll see you guys in my next video.